All right, so Adam, Theros Media again, looking at different advertisers and what they're doing so we can improve our advertising. Plus, so I can sharpen my skills, see what recommendations I would look for my own companies that we're working with. You are usually biased towards what you do, so want to look at different companies to see what they're doing, to see how we can improve as well. So today we're looking at Carrier Mini Splits. They're a ductless manufacturer who has a dealer network that they're advertising for. So this advertisement specifically is for the dealer network. They are Douglas air conditioners, a pretty good keyword to look after or go after. It converts at about 25 bucks, something like that. I can verify that later, but it's pretty good, a really good keyword to go after, especially if you're advertising strictly for Douglas. Now, this one specifically, I don't really have very many faults with it, although it's going to a homepage. I'd rather it go to the advertisement go to a landing page, but the homepage is built, it looks like, to convert for the dealer network. So that's a good thing. I wouldn't have this go to the find a dealer page, which it does now. I would have this button pop up as a form to fill out for the dealer network. So you can definitely um, have your dealer network form as a light box on different pages of the website. And that's what I would do. Instead of it going to the found a dealer page, I would have it as a light box pop up on the homepage. Um, I love the way this page is set up. Everything's above the fold. Everything you want them to do on the page. This is a really good page if it was a landing page. If it was a landing page, I would improve a couple things. I would have reviews. I like this setup right here of the mini split they're looking for, but I would have testimonials or reviews, and then I would have something like find the dealer near you. You would pull in my location, and you would pull that dealer in my location on that landing page. That's how you would improve the landing page. But as far as the way this looks, Media Monkey is doing a good job. Yeah, Media Monkey Marketing is doing a pretty decent job with this landing page. Although it's not a landing page, people can go to different parts of the website. I don't really like that for advertising. You want people to do what you want them to do on the website, and that's what landing pages are built for. Sending them to a homepage is not ideal, but this homepage is set up to convert, so I like that. You're not tracking the keywords, unfortunately, which is odd for a company this big to not track things that are happening on the website. But you're not tracking the keywords with the specific UTM code. You want that code. You don't want to use analytics or Google Ads built-in tracking system. Doesn't transfer very not accurately as accurately as UTM tracking is with Google Analytics. So if you're using Google Analytics or any other analytic platform, you want to use that analytics platform specific tracking system to verify Google Ads tracking, because they're going to have the tracking built in no matter what, but you want to have your own set up inside your links that you're advertising for. So you just put that inside the ads, and then it everything passes through. Now, I would have some sort of remarketing set up. Your pixel is not set up at all. I've been clicking around the website. There's no pixel firing happening. So I would set up a pixel to remarket to people who've been to the website, especially if this is all about your dealers. You want to remarket for them and speed up the website. This website is pretty slow, and that's not good for converting. People will click out if your website is too slow and find someone else. And this website's fairly slow. This should be dynamic. This should be picking up my zip code dynamically. It's not hard to do. Just a couple of different apps you can put into the website to pick it up automatically. Especially if you're not. I'm not in incognito right now, so this should be picking up my my zip code. Let's see, and this is slow as well, so I'm not sure what this is built with. It's not built with Python, it looks like. This is built with something a lot slower. So Okay, big form. You can simplify this a little bit. How likely you're to make a purchase in the next 30 days? It's a very invasive question. Best contact. So this question kind of excludes people from filling out the form because people who are not likely are probably, I've been in the contractor space, you're probably not going to get a call from the contractor. Most contractors don't want to deal with you unless you're looking to buy now. So most contractors don't have a long-term lead nurturing plan, which is unfortunate. Some contractors do. We did, but most contractors don't. So if you're not buying in the next 30 days, they usually don't want to work with you. So that's not a very good question to ask, especially if you want contractors to go out there and sell your products. If you're not looking to purchase in the next 30 days, probably not likely that you're going to give them a call. So I would take this out. I like that question. That's a very good question, actually, because HOAs are a little difficult to deal with, especially if you're installing a new system. Own or rent? That's a good question to ask. That's a good question to ask. Actually, this question is kind of doesn't make. I mean, resident or business makes sense, but this type of stuff, I know contractors like to work on their own specific things, but it doesn't really matter to a ductless installer what type of house we're looking at because we'll figure out how to do it no matter what. So this is kind of a question you don't really need. This question as well, it's kind of evasive. Do you really need it? Maybe. I would word it in a different way. I would say how many quote unquote zones you're looking to install, or how many rooms you're looking to get ductless in, or something like that. They can differentiate, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8, something like that, instead of whole home, single room, multi room. I mean, it's kind of the same question, but you want to narrow it down for your contractors. Whole home can mean one system if it's a small home, so it doesn't really make that much of a impact. This question, it's kind of a nonsensical question, and why you shouldn't require a message because, I mean, they're filling out a form to reach out to a contractor. Why would they need to send a message to? So I just put, a letter in there because it's required. So it doesn't make sense. This form can be approved a little bit. I would have a heat mapping software look through the form, and I would have videos actually recording visitors on the form to see where they're getting stuck filling out questions. These couple questions, pretty easy. This one I think is a little invasive for a consumer. You can definitely ask it in a different way. What stage of planning are you in? Planning and budgeting, consideration, looking to purchase, or something like that. To I need my system installed in a couple weeks. Something like that would be less invasive than how likely to make a purchase in the next 30 days. But I like the HOA question. That's a good question to ask. This one's a little nonsensical as well. Contractors don't really care what type of house it is. Some do, but most who specialize in ductless don't. The good ones don't. This one's a good question to ask, and this one can be asked in a different way as well. And this one is, I don't even know why you would have it on there. So if you're advertising for your dealers, you want them to, let me get back to the advertising. I don't see Facebook, for whatever reason, on the website. It's not firing anywhere. So without Facebook, I am almost guaranteeing you're not remarketing for your contractors. You want to have that done as soon as possible. It's just a huge help for your advertising conversions. If you're worried about your cash that you're outputting, maybe carriers not, maybe they have just a marketing budget that they need to spend as much as they need to spend. So I'm not entirely sure about their marketing budget, but I know most people want to spend their dollars wisely, and remarketing is a way you can do that, definitely. So hopefully this helps. A couple different things. Keyword tracking, building a landing page is specific to what you're advertising for. even though this website is built around the Douglas technology that they have, I would have one built specifically for their Google ads, their Facebook ads, whatever it is. And then this should be a light box. On instead of going to a different page, they have this as a light box, especially because it's a simple form on your website. It's not like it's something intricate where it's pulling from a database and pushing it to a contractor. It looks like it's just a form. You can have that done in a light box. And I would redo the landing page a little bit. I would have a little more proof of your contractor's ability to install their system. I would have something contractors here in their area, and I would have the website pull in my address automatically, or my zip code automatically, just based on my IP address. And then the form, I would have tracking set up, heat mapping, and visitor videos for the form. Is it not even cached? It doesn't even look like this is cached in my browser. I've already been to this and loaded the page. It should have loaded a lot quicker. So I would have this done a little better, especially for this page right here. Yeah, it doesn't even look like this is cached in my browser. So it can be a decent amount of improvements. I like the landing page. It's just you need to improve it a decent amount. So hopefully this helps, and we'll talk to you soon.